Did you know that an axe can float? No, seriously, watch this. The company of prophets was a large group of men who lived with Elisha, the prophet, and they were all learning from him how to do miracles. But their meeting place was right next to his house. And because there were so many prophets now, the place had become too small for them. So they asked Elisha if they could go to the Jordan River, which was nearby, to cut down some trees and build a bigger place for themselves. And Elisha said, "Okay, but take me with you." So they all went to the river together and started cutting down trees. And as they worked, one of the prophets swung his axe, and it flew out of his hands and landed in the water with a big splash. And then the axe head, it just disappeared beneath the surface. The man who owned the axe was very upset. He was, because he had borrowed that axe, and now he couldn't pay back what he owed. And he was so worried about what his friend would say when he didn't have the axe. He cried out, "Oh my Lord, forgive me. I have taken such a big risk, done such a foolish thing. For I was at this place only because you allowed me to come with you. But now my life is ruined. I can never repay my debt." Then Elisha asked, "Where did the axe head fall?" When the man heard Elisha ask that question, he quickly told him, "It fell right here in the river." Then Elisha said, "Take off your shoes and socks, and let's go over there." So they walked over to that spot in the river, and Elisha cut a stick from a tree that was growing nearby. And he threw the stick into the water and said, "Where the stick touches the ground, there is the axe head." Then all the prophets gasped. They watched as the stick began to float down the river, and sure enough, it hit the iron axe head. It sort of pushed it up toward the surface of the water. And slowly the axe head floated above the water. All the prophets cheered when they saw the miracle. Elisha then reached out and grabbed the axe and handed it to the man and said, "Give this to your friend. Tell him," Elisha said, "it's all right. You don't have to worry about paying him back." And the man was so grateful. He thanked Elisha again and again. And then he ran to give his friend the good news. Have you ever lost something really important? Maybe you misplaced a toy, or left your homework at home, or forgot to bring your lunch to school. I know I've made those mistakes before. And sometimes it feels like the whole world is crashing down because of our carelessness. But you know what? God still loves us, even when we make those mistakes. And sometimes, just like in Elisha's story today, God helps us fix those mistakes. Just remember that when you're feeling bad about something, God is always ready to help you. You just need to ask Him. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. If you want to hear more stories about Elisha, click the video that's on your screen now. And until next time, God bless you.